Hello, this is Hiro Matsuda again. What we're going to do today? Well, I was thinking, I've been doing this one program. I guess I could call it budget bonsai, not because it's cheap, but people that come to me with a budget, right? It could be $50, $100. I've had people that want to spend roughly $500. Well, that's what I mean by budget. So people that come with specific money they wanted to spend, then I have this program. So what I am going to do today is something that is on the lower end rather than the high. Now, those of you that have unlimited budget, hey, you're more than welcome to come by. But let's be realistic. I've had situations where one of the kids wanted a bonsai for their birthday, okay? So with something like that, we don't want to be going into the hundreds of dollars, especially the first one. So I would recommend something like this. So I'll show you how simple it is. So, okay, so now you have come to me with the budget. And so I send you out there and look at materials. Okay, so on this table, there was a number of different plants you could pick. Today, I'm gonna use the Crepe Myrtle. And then we're gonna put it into a nice ceramic pot. So it doesn't look like a nursery stock, but a finished bonsai. So that's what I'm gonna be doing today, the budget bonsai. Okay, this is almost exactly the way I would do it. So we have this container. We have to secure the screen. So what we do is to make something like this come in through the bottom, right? And the screen is held in place. Okay, do that on both sides. Okay, so now the container has screen on both sides. And then we pop the plant out and place it. Now we scratch lightly. Don't break up the root ball because depending on time of the year, it could be stressful. And then we could take the soil and add all around. When you're adding the soil, make sure everything gets packed. So, like this area here is usually where you really have to push down. No use pushing on this root ball. It's the fresh soil that you added. That is what needs to get packed down. And I'll go ahead and add more. So it's off center. And then now we take this and round off the corners so that when we get done, this will not look like it just came out of a nursery container. So, if I haven't told you what it is, this is a Crepe Myrtle. Okay, so now these roots could be cut off, but a lot of times we want to kind of enhance it. So let's see if we could do something with it. Or it could just be cut off. Okay, so this time, instead of cutting it off, I kind of enhanced it. Put a rock underneath. Now, at this point, usually what I do is I keep an eye on the audience, whoever is buying this, and see what their reaction is. Do they want a rock in here? Don't they want? Or what kind of rock and this and that. So this is kind of an ongoing dialogue between me and the customer. And then at this point, we put in time release fertilizer. This will feed this for a whole year. So they don't have to worry too much about what to do and how to feed it and things like that. So it just makes it much easier for them. Okay, let's go ahead and do some trimming. Up here, we need to get more definition. Okay, so now what I usually do at this point, and once again, I'm looking at what their reaction is like. If it looks like they're really timid, I'll go ahead and finish pruning. But if it looks like they are capable, I leave it about this point so they could trim on their own. So watching their reaction, they seem somewhat timid, so I would prune a little bit heavier. Now, most of the plants will grow right back, and that's what I tell them. It says, you know, as long as you don't try to take a big lopper, you just have a small needle point type pruner, you really can't do a whole lot of damage. So anyway, I'm working on their confidence and trying to get this done. This is the part that I think is the most impressive. When I put the moss on, they go, ooh. Anyway, in the final step, I have a assortment of different colored gravel. And we're gonna finish this up with the gravel. And I usually let the purchaser make the decision because it's just a matter of personal choice. For this one, I think I'm gonna go with this. So now it looks like a gift. Of course, this will get better with age, and if you want something nicer, if you have a little better budget, we could go with a little better material and bigger container. So on this program, what I do is you give me the budget, and then I let you pick from a selection of plants, and then you come inside and select the container, and I just charge for the plant material and the ceramic pot. I don't charge for labor. Oh, unless you turn out to be a really bad person. I don't like jerks. Anyway, if you turn out to be a jerk, I would charge you like heck. I'm just kidding. So far, you know, almost everybody that's been coming here have been really nice. There was a couple that came in asking for a gift. So as I was making it, they realized that, wow, we want one too. So they ended up getting two. But when I was making the second one, another family came in and they saw what I was capable. So I think within that 30 minutes or so, I ended up making 3, and I had happy customers. Tell me what is your comfort zone, and we're going to try to work with that. I had an incident a couple of years ago. A lady came in and she wanted to look at bonsai. Well, you know, when you walk through my nursery, there's some really great stuff in the thousands of dollars, and then even some of the smaller ones in the hundreds of dollars. So she's ready to freak out. Anyway, so I had this conversation about what she was trying to do, and she said, well, she was part of the committee that wanted to get a gift. Well, of course they'll have a budget, right? So anyway, she told me what it was. I said, oh my gosh, that's really a good budget. I could make you a nice one. So I pointed her towards the price range. I think it was better than this oak, if I remember correctly, in a nice large container. So when I got done, it was on budget, and she was happy as the lark. So I have to make sure that people that walk through, they know that I offer this option. So tell me your budget, we'll work backwards and do our best to get you something that looks nice out the door. Okay, so this is Hiro doing his commercial best. Come on by, we'll make you a bonsai and not break you. Well, those of you with a big budget, hurry up and come over. Okay, see you real soon.